whether we're live or not, Mason. Okay, looks like it's dead at Sinai. Looks like we're good to go, guys. So once we're loaded in, we'll be underway. Alright guys, I'm just going to give you a shot of the teams there, just so you've got reference on who's who and who's where. On the right hand side we have Strike Team 6, aka SWAT. On the left hand side we have Icon. Just going to give you some stats on those guys quickly. Okay, we've got Botanist Prime running Icon. Currently available on Twitter at IconFTW. And in SWAT's corner we have Grey St. Mare, and they are available at SWAT Strike Team 6 on Twitter. Alright. Not too sure whether we're actually underway yet, or whether we've just got a few members that are a little bit ahead of themselves. We've got guys in the match who are modding, so they'll deal with any randomers that get in. Unfortunately, because we haven't got lock servers at the moment, we haven't got any other option than to kick people that come into the game randomly. So I'm just going to cover this guy, and hopefully one of the mods will pick up on him. And they did. That's brilliant. It's quite savage to see, but you know, got to do what you got to do if you want to evolve. Alright. Can't do anything with the views at the moment. Oh. Bear with me guys, and we will be right back. Not too sure what happened there. Hopefully that was just me. Straight back into this. Not too much longer, guys. Okay guys, I know you've all waited a long time to see this. An hour and 10 minutes later than it was due to start. We can only apologise for the delays. But hopefully, dare I say it, we should be good to go. I know all you guys probably thinking, yeah, this guy's absolutely full of it. He's been telling us that for the last hour. Yeah, you don't have to worry too much about those guys who were capping earlier. They are just randomers who get into the server. But dealt with nice and quick by our brilliant mods. So thank you. I don't know who's modding this match actually. I think it's Rebel. So Rebel with Phoenix Elite Network. Thank you very much. Phoenix Elite Network doing a lot to help us as well, to support us. Okay guys, and I think we're alive and well to go, and already I'm seeing a lot of flags in the blue corner with Icon. So let's, before further ado, let's get underway. Just covering Southern Chick. Southern Chick running with the Hell Regal at the moment. Currently not too much going on in her sector. Looks like Icon have got off to an extremely good start. 5 flags in their favour, with Strike Team only holding 2. But you know, it's early days yet, and but the lead is already starting to develop with a lead of 40 points already. Let's cover 4-7. 4-7 is they're pretty much their designated light tank guy. He's got 5 kills to 1 death at the moment, absolutely decimating the approach between Foxtrot and Delta. Look at the free mode for a second, have a look. 4-7's probably going to be spotting Prometheus here at the moment, who's making a dart for cover. Prometheus making a lucky dart for cover, very fortunate for him that he didn't get seen. Could be an issue now for 4-7, but looks like Cambo and Johnny, the infantry covering 4-7, are already on top of that. Good eyes on them. Okay, what we're going to see now, are Icon going to hold tight with the flags they've got, or are they going to just go for the all cap? Seeing quite a large infantry presence moving across from Foxtrot to Echo, as well across to Delta. Not too sure whether these guys have got an objective in mind, or whether they're going to split. Looks like some chicken under the direct gaze of a sniper there, trying to bayonet charge his way out of there, but possibly going to get caught up now. He's got no energy left to run with. As soon as he gets out of one person's view, though, he's going to be straight into the eyes of 4-7 and Cambo, who are waiting to close the trap. Looks like a pretty solid hold by Icon at the moment. Couple of SWAT able to push up. This is a little bit like the infantry assault in Enemy at the Gates in Stalingrad, where the Russians only just get to the German lines before getting shot. Quite sad to see, but good effort on SWAT's part for coming back after last week's defeat against Icon. They wanted to get straight back on the bandwagon. I think that's brilliant. Definitely shows willing on their part. Also the fact that they've been able to pull together 24 members. I think it will be 26. I think they're just having a few issues with their members at the moment. But fair play. Any community that's able to get that amount of players together at one time is definitely you know, a community worth respecting. So at the moment, looks like the Ottomans just covering Echo and Foxtrot still, just about managing to hold it there. Looks like the armour that's moving up to Delta was playing a large part in that, as they've now started losing Echo. I'm just going to cover this armour. Paul Proteus and Mottled Plain, both moving up. 4-7 really going to struggle to come out of this alive, and then down goes 4-7. So the tables might turn at Delta with the support of Mottled Plain and the armour. These guys might just be able to get a majority on Delta, but I know that Icon are going to hold on to it virulently. They're doing quite a good job of holding on to a flag majority at the moment. We're already seeing a a gap in the points of approximately 140 points. But who knows, I think Strike Team 6, they're still finding their feet with the competitive Battlefield 1 play. Icon have been away from this for a long time, but the guys who are fighting together have been playing together in a competitive capacity for approximately 4 years. Just covering Mottled Plains, he's out of the tank now, must have gone wrong for him. He's just covering Hennessy. Hennessy, one of the EU members of Icon, pushing up in the heavy tank there. He's a designated heavy tanker for Icon. If you guys are watching this retrospectively, and you should do if your community is actively participating in scrims, then watch these matches afterwards, guys. See how they plan out from the eye in the sky. Listen to what the shoutcasters are saying. That's the whole point of it. See, we're getting into the dizzy heights of 37. Maybe we might hit a bit higher. Guys, can I get a shout out in the comments? Really appreciate you guys in there watching us. Thanks very much. Give us a like, give us a share, give us a follow. Just covering flanking at the moment, his squad. How about that? Also formerly known as King Trash, going around medicing like a boss at the moment. One thing I know about Icon is they're very disciplined with their kits. They will have a lot of medics out there. Unfortunately, how about that, taking a shot to the head, going down, but because they've got so many medics up, Fat Pigeon is able to get straight back on top of them. Carlos on H211 moving round on the backside, Southern Chick having to get back into cover there, Bongman supporting her, Nemesis up on Stag on top of the building. H211 and Carlos seem to be getting a good push up, but H211 going down to flanking making up on Carlos going down. Kaiser Holtz just getting out of fire there. Sam Squanch, love the name. Every time I read your name, buddy, I lose my shit because I think of Bubbles. But well done, guy, good name. Mottled Plain, Asylum Storm, Lilor Carabine, all holding firm. Carabine going down to Legacide. Botanist Prime heading up Icon at the moment, both in name and in tactic. Keeping dominance, keeping Stag, whilst flanking, how about that? And Johnny move up. Absolutely fantastic game planning out here, guys, at the moment. Dudes for days everywhere. Carlos dropping guys like a mofo. Absolutely fantastic performance, Carlos, but you've got more people moving up on you and you're going to have to think fast on those reloads. Flanking, clearing out Carlos before moving on. Johnny supporting him. How about that, moving up in the rear? Kaiser Holtz, J-Rock, Johnny. Absolutely fantastic squad formation. Not too close, not too far. Really doing a good job here, guys. Currently on the winning team, guys, we've got Icon in the blue, and in the red we have Strike Team 6, aka SWAT. SWAT, a very good team, very respectable. Been running since 2005. Icon, a slightly newer community, but these guys have been gaming together since Battlefield 3. Just covering Chase 97, making use of the foxhole there to get cover from Hennessy 47 and Southern Chick. Going down now, but not before a couple of his guys spawned in. Unfortunately, flanking coming in on their 6, putting an end to any hopes of them getting a foothold on Delta. Guys, if you think I'm nailing the shoutcast, let me know in the comments. Give us a follow, give us a like. You know, get us shared out on all those Facebook pages that you know. Really worth giving us a follow, guys, for future fixtures coming up. Got Sean Gone Sniper moving up, going down. Bongman moving up on him. Looks like Icon taking a firm hold of Echo there. But they are compromised as there is a heavy tank crewed by 18 more, and also infantry moving in. The infantry not posing as much as a threat now, but that heavy tank is definitely going to provide them with a constant source to spawn on. Sean the Gone Sniper moving up on Johnny. Is he actually going to breach the confines of the flag radius? He's in there. Is he going to hold it? Johnny moving in on him. I'm just going to see if I can get the close up on these guys. Absolutely brutal killing grounds at the moment here on Sinai Desert, guys. Oh, my voice is killing me. Guys, I've now been shoutcasting straight for 3 hours, so forgive me. Alright, looks like SWAT moving up. Quite a concerted effort by SWAT to move in on Delta. Not really making use of any kind of movement in terms of tactic movement, but they are moving up in a perfect V formation. Personally, guys, I'd like to see these guys hitting the objective from 2 different sides at once. I think this could be one of the things that's letting SWAT down when they're assaulting flags, is they are only doing it from one side. It's very unilateral. It makes it very easy to defend from. It makes it very easy to flank from. If you pincer that objective, i.e. if you come in from opposite spectrums, it makes it harder. It splits up the team's concentration of fire, giving you the option for fire superiority. You know, really worth keeping in mind for future games, guys. Maybe you already utilised that tactic and I've not just seen it. Apologies if that's the case, guys, but alright, looks like we've got the behemoth running in. Real sign of how big that points divide is becoming now. Paul Prohetius currently running it. Let's see if we can get on him for a minute. Just looking at those flags, look like a pretty solid hold, but they are losing Delta and Charlie now. Obviously with the tank, with the behemoth being introduced, it does change things up. It does make it harder for Icon to hold on to Delta and Charlie, and Foxtrot as well. Let's just go up to the aeroplanes for a minute, guys, see what's going up in the air. We've got Carabine up. He's not currently up in the air, so bear with me. Alright, just covering Paddy for a minute. He's up in the plane. Paddy, Doug Paddy, currently going 11-0. Absolutely smashing performance from Paddy. Sean the gun sniper just bailing out. Knowing these guys are going to be running in very tight formations. You've got Harper's Hare, who will no doubt be concentrating on the ground targets, with Paddy up in the air, providing top cover for him, providing stag for him. Paddy taking hits from the AA. Looks to be just out of range, just in time. Looks to be struggling on health, down to 74. Doesn't look like his mobility's messed up though, but good effort on Paddy's part. He's going to go over the mountains and just get out of there. Top Gun Maverick, not quite so familiar with Top Gun Maverick as I am with the other guys. Looks like he's in the fighter. He's also concentrating on anti-ground. He's mainly focusing his efforts on Echo at the moment. He's got a few infantry targets, so he could get lucky. Unfortunately, no potato for him. Just covering Harper's at the moment. Harper's was the guy doing all the crazy stuff earlier. He's known for this. Bit of a class clown, but also an epic pilot. Was a far better pilot in Battlefield 4. And I kind of feel a bit sorry for him that he's been made redundant in Battlefield 1 because, you know, his forte really was attack choppers, and you guys probably, most of you will remember him from Battlefield 4 either as an adversary or on your side, but if you called him for support it was there pretty much straight away. Unfortunately though, we have just tried to see him take out the behemoth with 10 kilogram fragmentation grenades. Oh! Unfortunately, just going down to a collision there. Both players going down. Not too sure who got the kill there. Didn't get to look at the kill feed quick enough. Top Gun Maverick going 12-0. Really, you know, another kill there, 13-0. Just really showing how to effectively use these planes. Obviously, you'll be using the mobility as an advantage. These planes are very lightly armoured. The fighter planes. Definitely not designed for up close and personal combat. You know, they're really they're better when you just avoid combat altogether with their epic speed and maneuverability. Oh, a very close pass between Paddy and Top Gun there as they form up on model plane 6 o'clock. Model plane really struggling down to a third health. Are we going to see him bail? Is he going to go down with his ship? I always like to see pilots go down with their ship. Personally, I think it's just something we should do. It's almost a thing of honour that dates back to my old colonial days, taking and beating the Americans back in 1776 before they were helped out by the French. Just going back to Top Gun Maverick here as he tops off his kills there, going 15-0. Epic performance from him. Paddy also having a brilliant performance, not quite as good as Top Gun, but really performing quite well at 11-0 there. Hennessy, 25-2, we're seeing some amazing kill streaks. I'm just aware that I haven't covered SWAT for a minute here, so I'm just going to go over to SWAT. H211. This guy was having a brilliant performance last week. At the moment running negative, but doing his bit for his team, having quite a good count on his points there. Obviously being a medic is working out for him quite well. I'm not too sure what the kit layout for these guys are at the moment, but they might want to consider running more medics as their kill death ratios do seem to be negative across the board. Just going back to Sam Squanch there, yes, a negative kill death ratio. Botanist going 12 to 10, Cambo 6 to 14, Bongman 8 to 9, letting down Icon a little bit, needs to step up his game, but I do know Bongman, he is a good player, he is a strong player. It's unfortunate sometimes players just don't have their nights. Bongman might have had a bit of a break recently, he might have been one of the players, but I have seen Bongman on Battlefield 1 once or twice recently. Johnny going 9 to 6, managed to keeping it positive. Nemesis going 4 to 11, not having a fantastic run there. Currently running in the flamethrower tank. Guys, if you like the music, let me know. Personally, I love it. I think it adds to the effects, you know, really catches the drama. Leo Gun SWAT Leo Guns, my apologies. He's running MG15. Unfortunately going down to an anti-tank grenade there. Just covering Livewire. Oh, he was invisible. No, he's back now. Livewire just about running even at the moment at 14 to 15, running with the GUA M95 carbine. Good performance from him, guys. We've just tipped 40 viewers. Thank you very much. Welcome to the cast if you're new. I'm KLW Hitman Pike, esports shoutcaster with Hardcore League. Head over to my Facebook, give me a follow, give me a like, give me a share, guys. Always looking for people to new audiences to broadcast to. I broadcast frequent hardcore fixtures, Hardcore League fixtures on a weekly basis, so well worth giving me a follow, guys. Whilst you're there, give Hardcore League's Facebook a follow. If you're in a community and you're looking for a sort of an environment to indulge your Battlefield 1 outlet, then Hardcore League is it, guys. Head over to our website, www.hardcoreleague.co. You can find out more information, you can sign yourself up, you can sign yourself up as an individual. Kaiser Holtz here, just getting, not able to get the angle there on Sean Gone Sniper, so using his his anti-tank grenade there, hopefully just put a bit of distance between him and that tank. Looks like he's going to use the cavalry to get on the flank, going with flanking, who is also going on the flank. How many times have I just said flank? Tell me in the comments. Guys, if you like what you're seeing, my name's KLW Hitman Pike. It's a pleasure to shoutcast to all 40 of you. 41, brilliant, excellent, thank you, welcome new person to the cast. I'm not too sure who's just joined us because I'm busy shoutcasting, but welcome. Just covering Kaiser Holtz at the moment, who's looking to keep his foothold on Foxtrot. These guys don't appear to realise he's here, along with flanking. Model plane potentially going to compromise these guys. He's on the lookout. I don't think he's looking for anyone specifically, he's just doing a bit of a perimeter check. Looks like the Behemoth's gone down and I've just completely missed it. So that again is really going to disadvantage Strike Team 6, who are now getting a really large deficit in terms of points. You've got Iconic Gaming running 800 points to Strike Team 6, who are running 471 points. That's a massive point deficit to come back from. All Icon have to do is just sit back and hold the objectives they've got. At the moment though, Strike Team 6 holding a majority of objectives, so that's going to give that's going to give Icon a bit of a kick up the arse, who I think have got a little bit bulked up here on Charlie, and that's potentially going to catch him out. These guys are going to need to spread themselves back out. They've got a lot of objectives to hit. The objectives themselves are spread out. They could have made a major mistake here, guys. This could be the blunder that allows Strike Team 6 to catch up. I'd like to think Strike Team 6 can capitalise on this blunder, which they appear to be at the moment. They do appear to be holding strong, although Golf is dropping. What I would say about this flag and Golf, it does seem to be whoever holds Golf seems to hold the majority of objectives, despite it being really far out. It's definitely, I think, one of the essential objectives to hold. So just covering Paddy up in the air for a minute. Top Gun Maverick as well. He's just shot down a plane. Going back to Paddy for a minute as he's just capping Golf. As you can see, Golf is susceptible from air attacks as well. Paddy demonstrating some excellent piloting skills. I'm not too sure whether Harpez is running stag on him at the moment up in the air, but I would imagine he's got top cover somewhere whilst Maverick's off dealing with the contacts. Harpers here just running over the hills at the moment, not too much going on in the air. These guys really do seem to have a tight hold on the air situation at the moment. It's quite good to see. So Harper's going 21-6 at the moment, so he's obviously gone down a few times in the plane, whereas Top Gun Maverick has only gone down once and Paddy has actually gone down 0 times. So Harper does need to step up his game a little bit. He needs to protect his 6 o'clock. Maybe he needs to get himself a gunner, actually, you know, just to cover himself. These are all considerations when you're a pilot. Obviously, Icon is good for boots on the ground at the moment. Probably about to see an epic kill from Top Gun. Fell a bit short there, still managed to get 1 kill out of it. Currently going 26-1. Pretty good kill-death ratio there, Top Gun. Alrighty. Alright, looks like Harper's is on the 6 o'clock of a bomber. Can't say as I'd advise coming into a match in a bomber. What I do see a lot of in these competitive matches, and what I do not personally approve of, is people using perfectly healthy vehicles as taxis, and I do see that happen a lot with the bomber. I'm not saying I've seen it happen this round, but it's definitely something for the team leaders to consider when you're briefing your teams at the beginning of the matches. You know, you want to be letting these guys know that they should not be using the vehicles for taxis, because when you fight strong teams who do have, you utilise the vehicles appropriately, you know, they can absolutely decimate with or without air. So without air, you'll get absolutely destroyed. Your infantry needs to have an air vehicle distracting it at the very least, distracting the enemy's air. Harper's just about managed to get Grey St. Mare there, who runs SWAT teams, Strike Team 6, aka SWAT, managing to get 23-6 kills at the moment. Top Gun going 27-1 at the moment, performing incredibly well in the fighter plane. Move over to Dow Paddy at the moment, going 40-0. Epic performance from him. See how JT Bull's getting on at the moment. He's going 10-18, not having a positive round. Currently running as a... What is he currently running as? I think he's running as a... Oh, he's running as a pilot. He's got spots, so he's running as a pilot. He's on Delta though, he's holding his own. Doesn't look to be very backed up at the moment. Sam Squanch, H211, I apologise. These guys getting absolutely wiped out by 4-7 though. But I noticed that that Icon haven't managed to pull back from that flags. What am I trying to say? Sorry guys, I'm starting to get tongue-tied again. Icon haven't pulled back from that flag majority that Strike Team 6 managed to pull on them about 5 minutes ago. Model plane here, pushing across the open, moving into Echo. Obey Snowden looks like to be in a bit of a precarious position there. Model plane backed up by SWAT team and Livewire. Obey Snowden seems to be putting the pain down on them, but Livewire manages to survive. Gottio also covering these guys. STR8T6. You guys need to get easier names to pronounce. Alright, looks like Strike Team managed to keep the majority on Echo, but Hennessy coming in. Hennessy might struggle a little bit on his own there. Bruin, can't say that was particularly sensible there, buddy. But who's to say that, you know. Well, congratulations to Icon Gaming on their first win of the night. Pretty big points divide there, guys, but I would imagine Strike Team 6 will warm up and definitely at least narrow that point divide, if not perhaps even bring home a win. Alright guys, if you like what you're seeing, give us a follow. Just looking at them comments up in there at the moment, seeing plenty of comments. So thanks for the support, guys, we really appreciate that at Hardcore League. Alright, not too much longer and we'll be underway for our second round of Sinai. Yes, that is correct, it's currently 24-24. I think the aim was 32-32, but getting 64 players together from two different communities over 3 or 4 different continents is quite hard. But, you know, we'll run with the next best numbers that we get. Alright guys, doesn't look like there's going to be too much of a delay between rounds here. So just whilst I've got a few minutes here guys, because it's really hard to do this, I'd just like to raise your awareness to the bottom right hand corner of the screen, the Gamers.com advertisement. Gamers.com are our official exclusive sponsors, so thank you very much to their time, effort and resources that they've put into the Hardcore League community. We really appreciate everything you do for us, and just from us to you, thank you. Okay guys, just waiting for the teams to get evened up and everyone to be in the right place, and we should be underway. I believe the British team will consist of Strike Team 6 and the Ottoman team will consist of Icon. Just give you a little bit of information on both teams, guys. If you want to find out a bit more about both teams, they are currently recruiting. Speak to Southern Chick or Botanist Prime or Harper's Hare regarding recruitment for Icon, and speak to Grace St. Mare for recruitment regarding SWAT, aka Strike Team 6. He isn't the official recruitment guy, but he will put you in touch with the right guy. Both the Twitters as well, guys, are just at the bottom of the tabs there, so make a note if you want to contact him. That's the best way to do it. Okay guys, a little bit about us. Hardcore League, established in 2015. We basically Battlefield series veterans. But have played, all of us I think, since roughly Battlefield 2. I know I have personally. We've decided that there wasn't really an outlet for competitive esports, so we decided to make one. So this is for the community, by the community. You can head over to our website www.hardcoreleague.co to find out more information about us or to sign your team up. We've currently got in the region of 50-60 teams signed up. I'd say we've probably had this, in the last month alone, we've probably had in the region of about 15 matches since the Battlefield 1 open season started. Just covering Paddy here at the moment as he does a bit of practicing in the air behind the spawns. The guys are under instruction not to leave the spawns until they're explicitly told. And as you can see there, it looks like they have had the go-ahead to get underway. So I'm just going to nip back into Paddy here for a minute to see what his plan of attack is. Looks like he's going to be getting round on the flank, and he's covered by Maverick as well, who is also doing the same. Looks like the guys over at SWAT Team 6 have a similar plan in progress, but Paddy and Top Gun have got other ideas. Let's get on to Top Gun, who's a little bit further ahead. This will, however, distract both these pilots off hitting the infantry targets, so even if the Sean Gun Sniper does go down quite quickly, you know, he's still serving a purpose, he's still distracting. Looks like the guys have split up now with Dow Paddy hitting the bomber. I would imagine Top Gun, now he's got the other, the pilot, he'll be going for the bomber as well. Just nipping on to Paddy here for a minute. He's up covering the covering Delta for the minute. Looks like he's got the fragmentation, the 10 kilogram fragmentation grenades, and no successful hit there, but has just managed to clash into the mast on Charlie. I've done that myself many times. I'm sure he will be crying with anger right now. Harper's Hare running boots on the ground at the moment, running with the Lewis gun suppressor and M1911. Personally, when I'm using the Lewis gun, I like to use the lightweight. I don't think it's really well suited for the suppressive mode. I think I'd use the MG15 for that. Harper's currently moving out to Delta from his position, just covering Sean Gun Sniper. Sean Gun Sniper's got a Stag at the moment, looking down onto Echo and Charlie. Don't know what his game plan is at the moment. I'd expect to see more aggression during a competitive game. I don't think sitting off this far from the objectives is potentially very helpful to your team. But maybe he's got an objective in place. Leo Gun's also making the same potential mistake. Live wire as well. I think these guys need to get on these objectives a bit more, be a bit more aggressive. You know, this is where Icon could have the edge on them. They are very objective focused. PTFO, guys. Not too much of a point divide at the moment, just covering Phantom. He goes down to STR8. Just covering Mottled Plane. Mottled Plane seems to be one of the main vehicle guys. One thing I noticed is they don't seem to be running consistent vehicle operators. I've seen Mottled doing a bit of everything. I've seen a couple of the other guys doing a bit of everything. One thing I would suggest is that your vehicle specialists, especially, you know, that they are designated guys, and make sure they're guys that are reliable, that are going to turn up week in, week out, that, you know, that play pretty actively, that are bossing those roles. Mottled Plane taking a lot of hits from I think what was the bomber there. Just have a look. Yeah, looks to be the bomber. So looks like one of the Icon guys is out in the bomber. But Mottled Plane's also putting the hurt down on Delta, covering his infantry quite effectively. Prometheus moving up in his tank. They've got a mixture of, they could do with a mixing up the tanks a little bit here. 2 land ships leaves them a little bit vulnerable. They could do with a land ship and a heavy tank, especially as they're going up against Hennessy in a heavy tank. He will be able to do quite a lot of damage to them. I know he might not be able to take them out. He does look a little bit outgunned, and in terms of his health, he is down to 1/3. So he does look to be just out of range there at the moment, and he has managed to take out one of the land ships. But I do believe one is still up, but I've just lost visual on him for the moment. Latin Killer just keeping to ground there. Can't say as I blame him. I think he's just about in the cap radius there. Kaiser Holt's covering a bit more open there, but still some cover. Hennessy moving up to support these guys now, with Nemesis providing stag overwatch between Charlie and Delta. J-Rock and Bearclaw at the moment as well, providing a bit of a line of defence between Delta and Charlie and Alpha Bravo. At the moment, we've got Phantom up in the tank again. Looks like he's going to be pushing around onto Bravo, with Johnny and Super Joe covering Bravo along with Bongman. I think Phantom's going to be struggling to capture all these guys before they do away with him. But he is supported by a couple of infantry guys there. Redneck going down in the corner of the screen. STR616 just bringing up the rear there. Foggy 10 and Prometheus and Grey Saint Mare. These guys starting to run a bit more solid as a squad now. I wonder whether they'll start concentrating a bit more on objectives. A couple of the guys running up ahead there, given the advantage, but they're hitting quite a solid line of defence here. How about that? Off in the open, running the Vanguard there. Guys, the Vanguard is the centre bit of any battle, with the flanks on either side. It's normally made up of the most powerful men and players and people and soldiers, But throughout history, your Vanguard is the centre bit, and that's what those guys just went up against at the moment. Unfortunately, it didn't go very well for them. They were running a split squad there, Strike Team 6 from Bravo to Charlie. If you remember, I told you about them splitting up. Some to go off ahead and get a heads up on Charlie, but unfortunately that went horribly wrong for them when they met pretty solid front line. But they've managed to get some foothold here on Charlie with quite a strong infantry presence. However, with How About That and Hennessy covering the armour, I think they're going to struggle to capitalise on that foothold. But Hennessy is down to a 3% health again. He needs to back up, get some repairs down his hatch, otherwise he's going to be pushing up daisies. Carabine just running into the middle of those guys there, unfortunately going down. It's Penguin. Penguin having a little killing spree there, absolutely nailing it, going down to his secondary, just covering Snowden as he moves across to Charlie, move into position on the SWAT Team 6 guys who are running pretty tight now, keeping quarter on each other. Not seeing very many medics, I'm just seeing one medic, Sam Squanch, who's just gone down. That could be part of the issue as well for these guys, as they could run in without medics. Is definitely going to run them at a disadvantage, as I know Icon do run with a lot of medics. H211 staying low here, hoping to get the drop on Ledger side. I think it might be AFK. Prometheus coming in, very lucky spawn for H211 there. H211's back, I guess. It wasn't AFK for too long. Definitely not what you want to be seeing during a competitive match on your friendlies, spawning in on AFKs. Alright, Hennessy and Latin moving up in the heavy tanks here. Again, they could do with differentiating their armour just so that they're getting full effects of both advantages and disadvantages. The weapons, the kits and the vehicles are designed to run together, run cohesively together when you use different weapons that run well together. Epic rogue kill by Hennessy there as he ran over the guy in the crater. I think Hennessy just knows by this point that if there's a crater on an objective, it's just a good idea to run it over just in case. Oh. Alright, just happened to notice the Southern Chick's actually up in the chat in our stream here, guys. So if you are interested in getting involved, then hit it up. Just turn the background music down a little bit, getting a few complaints that's a little bit loud, guys, so my apologies. It's probably as well because I've been shoutcasting now for 3 hours and 3/4 straight, so it's my voice is failing on me a little bit. Maybe if Mason's feeling nice towards the end of this round, he might come and tag in for me, but I think he's got other business going on. Phantom getting an epic kill there on Bruin, but Bruin, Latin Killer and Gottio were also moving up quite nicely on Delta objective. Sam Squanch, Phantom, Grey Saint Mare, H211 Chase, all running quite nicely, keeping their distance from each other, whilst keeping in, a rough perimeter of each other. Guys, just bear with me 2 ticks. I'm not going anywhere, no interruption. Just bear with me 2 ticks. Alright guys, I'm just going to lose the music temporarily, as apparently it was hard for you guys to hear me a little bit there, so apologies about that. Alright, before much more of a interruption, just concentrating between Delta and Charlie at the moment. Quite a little bit of a front line developing between Icon and SWAT. But Sam Squanch and Prometheus, Asylum Storm at the moment. These guys covering quite nicely on Charlie, between Charlie and Delta. Flanking there, just moving in on Dill will kill, but unfortunately not managing to walk away from it. Looks like these guys are really picking up their game at the moment. We are definitely seeing less of a divide between the points than we did last round. Paddy having a very close shave with the mast, and that's already caught him out once. How about that? And Carabine just tugging it out there. Carabine going down, and how about that walking away? I like some chicken. He's managing to keep his foothold at the moment, but he's got quite a large infantry presence moving in from Delta. Scumbag Dipper at the moment, putting a bit of fire down across onto Charlie here, flanking at the point of the spear. Managing to get a bit of a foothold on Charlie, but they have got a large infantry contact coming in from towards Bravo direction. This could be an issue for them, but looks like Nemesis, Bongman and flanking have got a bit of a ambush set up, and quite effectively holding them back whilst these guys cap in the background. But Redneck's already on the flank. Legislide has already decided he's going to get on the flank as well, and he's gone down to Legislide's bullets there. Asylum Storm also following up, but he managed to get Legislide through. Asylum now has the flank advantage, but going to Southern Chick, who is firing from a position of cover in the building from the bosom of her squad. Foggy Team and Dill will kill. Redneck just about managing to maintain themselves, but down to Dill will kill. Looks to be like the guys are closing in on him now from all positions. Didn't look like that was particularly fair. He was very much on his own. I think that could be described more as a war crime than a kill. But these guys now moving up savagely towards Bravo, taking no prisoners, and it looks like they're going to be the first. Icon are going to be the first to tip 500 points. Foggy 10 at the moment. He's on his own. He's just fighting some brazen rear guard. Super Joe and Latin Killer taking him out there, knife through butter. SWAT Leo guns at the moment, moving up towards Latin Killer. Yeah, doing well. So hopefully everything should be okay in terms of if you guys can hear me. Just covering Bravo at the moment, which looks to be compromised. Not too sure where these guys are at, but looks like they're off it now. Looks like Icon have been kicked off Bravo, and Strike Team 6 just about managing to hold the flag dominance. Flag dominance there. Holding stuff down at the moment. Looking at Echo, looks to be not much action going on over there, but Foxtrot's just getting captured back by Strike Team 6 from Icon. So Charlie at the moment, things are pretty crazy here. No, nothing going on at Charlie either. Most of the action looks to be Charlie side of Bravo. And a bit of a front line developing here. Spike going down on the horse there. Sean Gone Sniper about to come into a major contact. I would imagine Bong's probably going to get the... no, Bongman lost the jump on him. And Sean Gone Sniper's managed to wipe out a couple iconic members, securing that particular flank round to Charlie. So just looking back round to the other side here, looks like Bravo really struggling as Cambo is covering in a heavy tank, but Leo Guns just moved down to get the defilade on Cambo. He's got a shot on him, but he's also just missed a shot on him. But Cambo struggling to also get the angle on Leo. Leo getting a few shots down on him. Cambo jumping out. Bearclaw remaining in the tank to keep it safe. But looks like Bravo could definitely be going in the favour of Icon. But the last minute looks like Strike Team 6 have been able to pull back Bravo. Well done them, because that wasn't easy. I'm not sure whether someone bailed out the tank, but it does look like the tank got left in enemy hands, so that'll be Icon now running with a tank down. Hennessy running mechanised infantry with Southern Chick Kaiser Holtz and Fat Penguin Legislide. How about that? Quite a tight little squad here we're seeing. Scumbag Dipper also backing them up quite nicely as well. However, the danger is that these guys are putting all their eggs in one basket. I see Hennessy has started to bridge out to Delta as they started to lose Delta, but yeah, they need to stop putting all their infantry on the same objective. I get the impression that Icon are potentially losing their not their stamina a little bit. They've had a really good round so far, but they have definitely stepped off the mark. They're holding a flag majority at the moment, but Grace St. Mary and his team are really holding that together. Nice little run from Grace St. Mary there. Unfortunately, didn't end up in a kill for him as the guy had already got in the vehicle. Flanking now, busting out to Echo, seemingly unaware that SWAT Team 6 have Strike Team 6 have now landed on Echo and seems to be getting a firm hold on it. Hey guys, fantastic little round here. Sounds like it sound good. Thank you, A Crazy NDN for the heads up on the mic check. Guys, if you like what you're seeing, what you're hearing, give me a follow on Facebook. Give Hardcore League a follow, KLW Hitman Pike Esports Shoutcaster, or as I say, head over to Hardcore League, where you can find all the latest shoutcasts, live fixtures, and competitions that we run. Last weekend we had a competition. I believe some lucky person, I forget the name now, walked away with a $300 headset. So congratulations to them. Also, a couple of people walked away with copies of Battlefield Premium. So definitely worth keeping out for these matches and these event competitions, guys, because there are lots of prize handouts, and all you've got to do is be in it to win it. So once again, just head over to our Facebook at Hardcore League or KLW Hitman Pike Esports Shoutcaster. Give us a like, give us a follow, give us a share. Just covering who I believe to be Icon at the moment, as they just seem to be struggling like some chicken. I seem to be hearing a lot of chicken references from the guys at Strike Team 6 at the moment, so I think this is one of their core members, one of their OGs, as it were, one of their originals. Just having a little look back out at the wider picture on Echo now. Looks like they've got it locked down and they're egressing to their next objective. A little unsure of what that's going to be. Probably Delta, I'd imagine. Charlie looks to be fairly locked down, a little bit compromised, but the thought process being that if they jump on Delta, then it diverts a couple of the guys off Charlie. But it does look like we now have a Behemoth sitting off on Delta, but the Behemoth is already down by almost 1/4. These guys lost their Behemoth really quickly last round. It's about getting that balance right of getting it involved in the battle and action, but also not getting it close enough to get destroyed too quickly, because once you lose that asset, it really is game over. Especially if you've got a massive points divide, which at the moment we don't have. Only a points divide of 200, which on a 1,000 point Conquest large game is not actually a massive divide. If I was seeing that in a Conquest small game, I'd be a lot more sure of the outcome here. But I could definitely, especially with the with SWAT Team 6 getting back and having a flag majority recently, they're making it a lot harder for for Icon to hold on to that lead. Icon still holding firm on Charlie, still quite a tight bunch, but still a lot of them. I don't know whether I put so many guys in one area, especially knowing the skill of these individuals. Possibly split them up a little bit over the different objectives. This is possibly why Icon is struggling to come back a little bit, or not come back, but struggling to hold their lead. It is still a firm lead at 230 points, but till we hit that 800 point mark, I still think it could go either way. Oh, that was it. Resilience won the headset. So congratulations to him. Thank you for the for that, Crazy. So Resilience 97. Congratulations on winning that Turtle Beach headset worth $300, courtesy of Phoenix Elite Network and Hardcore League. Massive props to both those communities for putting that prize up, and also Gamers.com. Those guys, check them out on Twitter, guys. They're our main sponsor, and they've been giving us a lot of support and resource and help and advertisement. So we really appreciate their input. So guys, if you appreciate where this comes from, go and take a look at Gamers Community, as they are who we have to thank for us. For help a lot of what's going on. Flanking, unfortunately, getting taken out there. I think it was the AA that got him. And look how quickly that behemoth's just gone down. I can see why flanking was running so low and trying so desperately to get the behemoth. It was very close to dying, and it looks like Delta now is firmly in the hands of Iconic Gaming. We've got Botanist Prime there. Botanist Prime is the community leader and founder of Iconic Gaming. Southern Chick is his number 2, and Harper's as well is quite heavily involved in the running of things, as well as Nemesis. These are all guys that you can approach either through Facebook or through Xbox Live or through Twitch. I know a couple of them are around about and will be around about after the game if any of you are wanting to get on board with a competitive team. Obviously you can see how well they're performing, you see they're doing incredibly well, but also guys, SWAT, we've got SWAT as well on the other side. SWAT is incredibly big and they've been established since 2005. SWAT currently in the blue, making an approach on Icon's flag, Foxtrot in the red. Looks like Bearclaw and all these guys are headed out without quite realising the threat to Foxtrot, but Kaiser Holtz has realised it and he's getting round on the flank. Flanking is going to struggle here. He's on his own, but potentially with only 2 of them left, a couple of them backing him up. So yeah, I take it back. He is going to struggle. Redneck off in the distance there. Kaiser Holtz running these guys down with cavalry. No mercy for them. Redneck has very little options in terms of what he can do, but he's managed to take him out off that horse there. So congratulations to Redneck. Good hit on Kaiser Holtz. Definitely stunned your ground, buddy. Some proper Jon Snow going on there. Alright guys, my voice is really starting to pack in now, so I'm kind of hoping Mason's voice is adequately rested for next round. I can go ahead, I will go ahead, but yes, it's definitely coming up to 4 hours now of shoutcasting straight. Looking at a climactic collision between the two communities there. Both the vanguards just went head to head in a fierce clash. Looks like Icon came off worse from it. Strike Team 6 able to move up on Charlie. How about that? Still holding in the rear there, but yeah, looks like Icon have actually managed to pull it back there. Don't know what's going on with the plane. That's definitely one of the graphics I feel they need to fix. Fat Penguin just covering between Delta and Charlie at the moment. Looks to be moving down to Delta with his squad and his squad leader Botanist Prime. Botanist Prime's got Stag on top of the building at the moment, providing top cover for his mates on the ground, his squad mates. So still seeing Icon moving together as a pretty firm fist. Got a vehicle there just in case anything gets too intense. Over in the distance, I do see Foxtrot getting taken by SWAT team. So let's just have a little look over here, see what's going on. Looks like Harper's up in the bomber, hoping to get some effective hits here. But I don't know how lucky he's going to be. Don't know whether he's got the angle quite there. Let's just see if we can find him for a minute. And let's see if we can go see what's going on in his first person. Oh, that could be a good hit. No potatoes. I think that probably will have fallen a bit late. A bit long. Harper's just going up for the bank here and over the mountains, waiting for his bombs to reload. Going 20 to 2 at the moment. Quite a good kill death ratio, but not. Oh, 22 to 2 and 20 to 2. So not still quite doing as good as Top Gun, but he's holding his own. He's doing alright. This could be a really good hit, but again, he's full and long, and he needs to really step up his bomber game if he's going to hope to do too much damage on Delta, because those bombs felt completely far. Got one on his 6 though. This could be an issue for him. Paddy's come to his aid though. These guys, knowing how Icon work, they run together very tight in the air vehicles. They do keep an eye out for each other. Missing all his infantry targets on Delta again. I'm just going to move into Top Gun for a minute here, who's absolutely burning through the kills. Really demonstrating how to pilot effectively. You've got we've got Harper's in the background there, providing bomber support, but not really landing the bombs on his targets. Paddy also struggling this round, going 6 to 5. Paddy could do with stepping up his game a little bit. You know, I don't know whether he's not been up in the planes so much, but planes seem to work for him. So definitely especially as we're now 29 minutes in. Looks like it's going to be another win to Team Icon. We're 70 points out from the end here. Quite a points deficit on the part of SWAT to come back from. But well done to them. They're definitely narrowing down the distance between the points at the end of the game, and that's what you need to hold on to. If you're listening, if you're a SWAT member and you've participated in this match tonight, don't be, too despondent. It's not something that can just be done overnight. Competitive battlefield, it's something that needs to be developed and needs to be thought out. And you guys are definitely there. The potential is there, and I do see that the progress is there as well. So I think we'll need to get you up against a few more other teams. With a little less experience, perhaps. Paddy having another close shave with the flag there, though. But well done and good game to Icon. Just 30 points out now, guys, from the end. And it does look like Strike Team 6 has got a flag majority at the moment, but whether it's going to be too late closing the barn door after the horse has bolted, I'm not too sure to say. 27 to 2 at the moment, Mr. Top Gun Maverick. Maybe he's going to make that 26. Yeah, it looks like he's going to make it 26. Done considerable amount of damage there to STR. Looks like STR's decided to do the dishonourable thing and bail out. Can't say as I blame him when they're at this much of a point disadvantage. But epic win from Icon Gaming, so well done there, guys. Epic win. They've also won last round, so I think we've got another round to play, and I'm just waiting for some confirmation on that, and I'll let you know where we're at, guys. Mason will put up some details in the chat on where we're at in terms of scoreboard. But really good performance from both teams. I'm really happy to see SWAT progressing. They're progressing exactly how I would anticipate a new team to progress. Better, in fact, because they're able to put together so many members at once. I really want to see these guys go up against Wolfpack Operations again. I think we've got a new community coming into us this week as well. Definitely want to get them up against the newbies. But really good performance from both teams. Any minute now, Mason's hopefully going to put up something in the chat, and we'll be a bit more ahead of where we're at in terms of the score. When you're shoutcasting, it is hard to keep abreast of exactly where the teams are at. I do believe Icon have won every game they've played so far. So I think Sinai Desert was map 1 and St. Quentin Scar is map 2. So depending on the outcome of St. Quentin Scar, if another win goes to Icon, I believe that is an overall win to Icon. But if Strike Team 6 manage to pull it back here, and maybe they will, because this is a completely different map with completely different advantages and disadvantages and attributes. So just bear with me for a second here, guys, whilst we find out which team is which, and then I can switch up the team tabs at the top of the page appropriately. Alright guys, bear with me, we'll be underway shortly. As per usual, a bit of a delay between rounds whilst the teams get themselves set up, everyone gets themselves briefed for the following map. Does look like we've swapped teams here, swapped sides, so... Just looking for Grey St. Mare. Not seeing him there. Anywho, right, so... There was, guys, it does take people a few minutes just to get swapped over between rounds. Shouldn't be too much of a delay. Just waiting to see which side Botanist goes on, and then I know where we're at. Also, Great St. Mare, he's on the British side. Once these guys get swapped across, we'll be underway. Apologies about the delay between. Not too sure what the plan is at the moment. What are you guys saying in chat and Twitch? Alright, just in the meantime, guys, just to tell you a little bit about Hardcore League. Established in 2015 for the community, by the community. We're dedicated to hosting competitive Battlefield ladder matches, and looks like we're underway. And at the moment we've got 50 teams subscribed across 3 platforms, and looks like we're underway, guys. So without further ado, we're on to the second map, I believe. Just covering 4-7 here for a minute. Let's just have a look at 4-7's setup. Oh, he just got nailed. Absolutely nailed. But he has survived it, and he's managed to get his revives up. Not too sure who that was. Was that potentially Sean the Gone Sniper? Sean Gone Sniper jumping out of a plane there. That looked fairly healthy to me. Really going to put his team at a disadvantage. Vehicle taxiing is kind of frowned upon in the competitive scene. You know, especially if it's a healthy vehicle. It's not so bad if it's shell shot up and everything. But these guys at the moment, looks like they've got a good spread. But how about that? Moving in and keeping the lockdown. Just going to the table view quickly, guys. Just double checking that I've got everyone on the right side here. It looks like we do. So in the German corner we've got Strike Team 6, and in the British corner we have Team Icon. Team Icon in the red, and Strike Team 6, aka SWAT, in the blue. So at the moment, no particular points divide establishing. No one's taking flag majority. It's all very up in the air at the moment. Just going to cover Penguin here for a minute. He's running Medic, Mondragon, Storm, Hellfighter, M1911. Good kit layout, dude. It's one similar to that I used myself. Good to see that there's a good amount of medics up in the up on the team at the moment. Scumbag Dipper pushing across the open with the Gear M95 infantry. Looks like he's not got too much in the way of enemies in his immediate vicinity. If I was him, I'd definitely be thinking of getting down to cover until I've got a bit more support. Bearclaw at the moment looks to be going a bit more hotter at Bravo, with SWAT taking Bravo from Icon. SWAT Leo guns there, just coming in with his Hell Regal, doing quite a good, effective job at clearing out Bravo. Just covering Grey St. Mare at the moment. Grey St. Mare is actually community leader for Strike Team 6. So you've got him to thank for the organisation of tonight. I do believe he has people that also help him out, like Carabine and a few other members. Forgive me, I don't remember their names off the top of my head. But we definitely, if you are involved in the admin side of it, guys, in the background running of these, setting up these matches, then here and now, thank you very much, because it's a hard job. But a lot of people get a lot of enjoyment from this, so it really is appreciated by a lot of people. Just covering Chase 97 at the moment as he backs up Grey St. Mary in the tank. Don't know what these guys have got planned. Possibly a little move to Echo from their position on Charlie. Just covering up, just cover the planes up here for a minute. Tag Paddy going 2-0, having a bit of a better start to the round than the last round. If you remember, Paddy did manage to, I think in the piloting wheel they call it eat shit, but he managed to crash his plane when he crashed into the post. But a pretty epic kill there on the bomber, and Harper's there just off his wing. Providing quite close stag for him. So good effort by Harpers. Paddy running with explosive darts. So Paddy will be concentrating on the ground by the looks of it, as I know Harpers will. Top Gun Mav also up in the concentrating on the ground. I'm not too sure who's going to be the guy up in the air providing stag for the people who are concentrating on the ground targets, because all their kits are set up for anti-ground, but the fighter planes also make quite effective anti planes, even if they've got the explosive darts on. They've got two twinned HMGs on the front, which can tear through plane and person alike. Just covering Hennessy as he backs up 4-7 at the moment, trying to assert themselves on Bravo. Seems to be going okay for them at the moment. Hennessy going 3-0 at the moment. Good kill death ratio. Nice and positive to begin with. Sean Gun Sniper going 2-1, managing to go positive. Leo Guns as well, 1-3 at the moment. Just covering Spike. Spike's going 2-2 at the moment, keeping things even, but that gas mask might change that. Demon having a bit of a lag issue, going 6-2, but he's doing alright for himself at the moment. Southern Chick going 3-4. She's running with the Hell Regal, flanking, backing her up also with the Hell Regal. These guys do look like they're going Hell Regal heavy, but they do also balance it quite nicely with medics. So and there's the medic that I was talking about. There's Death Throw 27, bringing up the rear with the auto loading 8.25 extended. Quite an effective weapon, little bit restricted in its bullet capacity, but reloads are nice and quick, so that kind of makes up for stuff. But it is a slightly less stable weapon than the Mondragon and the Sublanda 1905. Okay, just covering Botanist Prime here for a minute. Botanist Prime is team community leader for Icon. He's also the chief founder. So any recruitment interest can be sent to him or Southern Chick. I know they are about somewhere in the chat, so hit them up if you're looking for a good competitive community that runs really tight and runs well together. Then look no further. If you're a good player, I know that these guys do have quite strict acceptance criterias. I believe there is a positive kill death ratio requirement, so yeah, bear it in mind, guys. But definitely, if you fit that bill, then get involved with them, because they're definitely a strong community. Icon as well, massive community, been established since 2005. Pretty good effort by them. I've not known very many communities being able to do that. So just looking at the score for a minute here, looks like again Icon seem to be taking the lead here. Not by much at the moment, but we are definitely starting to see a divide occur between the two communities in terms of points. These guys got quite a firm foothold on Bravo at the moment, but quite a strong presence. Looks like the main infantry vanguard moving up under Botanist and Hennessy's. Bravo seems to be dropping quite quickly. They've really lost that foothold now. Flanking, moving in from the other position. These guys have that'd be called a pincer movement, guys. When you come at your enemy from two opposite sides, very effective. Definitely worth checking out. Keeping an eye out. I always try and describe these techniques that these guys use as best as possible, so other communities can learn how to use them and better stand chance on the competitive field. Because guys, competitive play is so different to pub play. You've really got to play as a team. You've got to have a plan. You've got to have a way of breaking down and communicating that plan to your guys, and you've also got to be dynamic in that. And one thing Icon is able to do as a competitive community is all those things. It ticks all the boxes. SWAT at the moment just struggling a little bit because, you know, they're a little bit newer to the community, but they're able to put epic numbers forward. They run tight as a team. I think they would be better matched against a slightly newer community in terms of their skill. But they are definitely going to be a strong community, and I look forward to shoutcasting them further. H211 at the moment taking a lot of fire from these guys who are now moving down from Charlie. Combo getting the final hit there with Ed backing him up and Bearclaw on the point. Wonder whether they'll clock H211, who's hiding in this building at the moment. Probably wishing he was not there on his own. Looks like he got the first guy though, so hats off to him. He managed to get Bearclaw. Alright, let's just have a look how these guys are getting on over here. Quite an effective use of the bomber there by one of the members. I do believe he's just jumped out again, so that was Sam Squanch. Again, guys, I reiterate it every time. You're putting yourself and your teammates at a terrible disadvantage by wasting those vehicles. You know, utilise them, because at the moment you've got people like Harper's, you've got people like Top Gun and Paddy who are just up there in the vehicles just absolutely decimating. And even if you guys are off distracting those vehicles, those pilots, then at least you're taking the heat off your infantry game. Just covering Grey St. Maur at the moment as he moves up into Echo. Don't think he's got any support there at the moment, but he could have a few buddies with him. It doesn't seem to be dropping particularly fast, and I only see one enemy. He's down and dealt with. Oh, he's going to really struggle going up against this heavy tank. Those things are not designed to go up against heavy tanks. Hennessy is also a veteran heavy tank user. He knows what he's doing. Was one of the core tank team on Battlefield 4. He's got a lot of experience to back it up from. Again, these guys have been gaming together for 4 years. You know, for a long time, and even longer. Sorry, they've been gaming together competitively for 4 years, and even longer before that. Alright, just looks like we're getting a bit of a front line developing. H211, Redneck and their squad just holding this building, but only just as Super Joe, how about that, and Death Row will move up, taking the objective quite nicely, quite effectively. Definitely just goes to show that if you utilise smoke, you know, to obscure your enemy's view, it puts you at a very a bigger advantage. A very big advantage. Sorry, worst English ever. I really am struggling now, but still, we're doing all right. 37 viewers, so thank you, guys. Guys, if you like what you're seeing, head over to www.hardcoreleague.co. Sign your community up today, or sign yourself up to a community that is recruiting. We've got multiple communities who are currently with all different requirements on membership entry. Some informal, some a bit more formal. You know, just give it a check out, guys. Really worth for those people interested in a competitive Battlefield 1 outlet. It's worth you guys going over and checking it out. Alright, Hennessy at the moment seems to be struggling a little bit as he's getting a bit overwhelmed by the infantry currently retaking Delta. Delta does seem to be one of those swing flags at the moment where it's getting captured almost constantly by one team or the other. Flanking moving in on his own, Southern Chick also backing him up in the distance, but I don't think she's going to be of too much use off in the distance there, but they are using her as a spawn as well. So Southern Chick now moving on the flank. These guys have got the idea for a pincer movement. Unfortunately for them, half of their pincer has been killed off, so these guys are back to a unilateral offensive. Legicide holding his own there, managing to put these guys into the ground. Still a lot of members to go down, still a lot of blue, but seeing a lot more red than a lot more blue. Looks like red's taken blue on that objective. What I'm noticing though, guys, is we're going 337 to 379. That's incredible. That shows me that, you know, these teams are going to be sort of better evenly matched, and we could even see a win for a SWAT team here. I'd like to see that, to be honest. I think they've put in the effort and the time and the work, but they have to respect they are going up against an extremely experienced and professional community that's been doing this for a long time. Just look at how closely these guys all work together. Some might say a little bit too closely, but they've got the formation thing down to a T. The idea is not to let your squad just wander off and cover all different parts of the map, is to keep them in close proximity to each other, but not close enough where they're all getting taken out by one grenade. Alright, looks like these guys are moving back up to Bravo now. Pretty solid attack, flanking, taking the spearhead, going down to live wire and Sean gone sniper. Bongman looks like to be getting a revenge there. Obey Snowden also picking up a couple of revenges. SWAT Funnyman is going to really struggle to hold this on his own, but he is backed up by Grey Soap Motorfoot 420 and Leo Guns. Leo Guns just getting to cover there, but these guys are now, they're all over that objective like an STI. So it's going to be hard for Grey Saint Mare and his SWAT team clanmates to get this objective back. They are taking a bit of fire now from a few different locations, which is putting an edge onto them at Bravo. But I do think it's a little bit too late there. I think they'll thwart this little assault that SWAT's going on. But SWAT do seem to be holding their own. Leo Guns going down in the middle of the objective there to Cambo. Demon Thrasher also going down to Cambo. Not too many of these guys left now. Looks like Funnyman is last man to go down. Is Cambo going to be able to drop the last guy? Cambo staying alive. Has he gone for the flank? Yes, he has. Botanist Prime has managed to wipe him out. And it looks like Icon are just about walking away with Bravo there, but only just. And now the spawns are back on. These guys getting wiped out again in the blue. Again, guys, only a point divide of 40 points. SWAT really coming into their own now, really putting that experience into practice. I think they've learned that they need to be more objective. They need to be PTFO, and that's it pretty much. I don't understand what the tactical advantages of of last round, with the tactics they were using. I think that's possibly what might be causing them to struggle. But as well, one thing I will say for SWAT, they do spread themselves out quite well. Definitely from a spectator, from a eye in the sky point of view, they don't bunch up in, which I notice Icon have done from time to time, which has cost them a flag majority. Quite the fire contact going on here at the moment. Just going to move into first person for a minute. Once I get someone who's alive. Covering Grey Saint Mare. He's just stood in the middle, minding his own. Covering his boys. Grey, I think he just accidentally managed a team kill. I might be wrong there. But he is backed up by his boys on Bravo. He's got his gas mask out. I think he's out of the danger zone now, so I don't think he needs to keep his gas mask on. But if you're going to use a gas mask and a gun, then the Hail Regal is the one to do it, especially in close proximity. Looks like quite a defense on quite a tight defense on Bravo they've got there. All their teams starting to really work together as a squad quite nicely now. Again, they want to watch the distancing, because if a bomber comes along, he stands a good chance of being able to wipe out at least half their guys. Which obviously is an issue if you then start taking an infantry attack. Grey Saint Mare moving on down to Delta now that they're happy that Bravo was secured. Taking a contact from the right there, going down to Legicide. Let's just cover J-Rock for a minute. Oh no, not J-Rock, Fat Penguin. Let's go a bit along. Scumbag Dipper, what's he up to? How are these guys getting on? Let's just do a kill death ratio check. 18 to 8 there at the moment. 18 to 9, Mr. Scumbag Dipper. 21 to 12 from Bearclaw. Grey's going 9 to 8, 10 to 8 at the moment. Fire Dragon 7 to 9, needs to pick up his game a little bit. Chase 97, got running positive at the moment, doing amazingly well on points there. Like some chicken 9 to 11, not an amazingly terrible kill death ratio, but definitely needs to pick it up a little bit. Try a different kit, just try things to change it up. Paddy managed one death there, but 8 kills. Top Gun on 16 to 3. 4-7 managing 16 to 4. Well done to him. He's boots on the ground, so that's hard to do. Hennessy going 24 to 0. Hennessy is a beast in these tanks, I have to say it. The guy knows what he's about. He really is. He does the British proud. So I have, yeah, really impressed with his performance. At the moment, he's just keeping tabs on Foxtrot. And just managed a team kill there. Second team kill that I've seen him get tonight. So he's obviously a bit free and easy with his firing. But can't say as I blame him as he's doing so well on kills. 26 to 0. The whole left hand side of his tank's on fire. He's going to need to do something about that. You can't just like allow a fire to continue in your tank. There you go, getting some reps on now. Looks like they've all bailed out. Just doing perimeter cover. Hennessy's back in his tank and we're back on our way. Okay, just looking at the top cover for a minute there, guys. Does look like Icon is still in the lead in terms of points. Not a massive points lead, only 90 at the moment. But it does look nonetheless like they have the flag majority as well. So I'm just going to cover live wire here at the moment. As he moves into Bravo. Doesn't seem to be any major contacts going on. He's running 13 to 14, so that's not too bad. Maybe just needs to pick it up slightly. Run a bit more aggressively. Demon Thrasher going 11 to 9 at the moment, so he's managing positive, but his his points are down at the moment. How about that? Formerly King Trash going 30 to 12. Really utilising that cavalry armour plate that you get, breastplate. Saw him take a couple hits there and then bounce straight off. Alright, looks like he's utilising the cavalry again, and it's back up to our Charlie flag. Making a go for Carabine, but missing. And looks like Carabine's going to get him here. Oh, what an epic little kill feed there. Flanking at the moment, just putting some pressure down on Echo. Not too much though. 4-7 seems to have a lot of the cover for him, although these guys don't seem to realise how close they are to the other team. Flanking, getting killed again there. Death Row at the moment, lay down on the floor. He's going 17 to 15, so he's having an okay round there. Holding his own, managing to stay positive. Legislide going 24 to 11. Well done, buddy. Obviously that M1916 Sublanda works out for you, dude. Real good effort. BCS Phantom at the moment going 7 to 15. He's running with the auto loading 8.35 factory. Model Plane's currently up in the AA, so I'd imagine he's going to be doing alright in kills. He's going 6 to 9 at the moment. Not too brilliant. SWAT Funny Man going 22 to 20. Obviously SWAT's one to follow. He's holding his own this round. Currently capturing on Delta, but unfortunately going down to Legislide. And Foggy 10, has he got the same idea? Is he moving in on Bravo, or is he going elsewhere? STR 8T6. He's stuff in the play at the moment. Managing to go positive. Good job on him. Keeping the pressure on the infantry and the air game. But he has got a behemoth up there to assist him. Just a sign of what stage we're at in the game, guys. We've got the behemoth up now on the side of the Strike Team 6. Strike Team 6 again struggling a little bit. They struggled last match against Icon last week, but they've, fair play to them. They've come back and they've decided to go up for an even bigger game this weekend. So, I can't wait to see what they're going to do next weekend. But good effort on SWAT's part, good effort on Icon's part. At the moment, not too much of a point. Excuse me, not too much of a points lead. Only 150 points, not massive, especially considering this is a 1,000-point game. But I wonder whether Strike Team will be able to just about pull this back. At the moment, running even on flags, so the bleed isn't in anyone's particular favour. Just going back onto Botanist Prime here for a minute to see what his approach is to getting some of these flags back, because the issue is for Icon now is that they don't want that flag that points divide to get any less. So guys, if you like what you're seeing, give us a follow, give us a like. We're available on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, you name it, we're on it. Should be on Beam shortly as well, hopefully. Nemesis about to get very wiped out there. H211, what's he doing? Bit of corner observation there. Just covering Sam Squanch for a minute, going 21 to 20. Not doing too bad, really. Not letting his team down there, holding his own. And going down to... who did he go down to? Let's see. Redneck again, one of the stronger players of Strike Team 6, going 37 to 19 at the moment. Running with the Go M95 Infantry and the number 3 Revolver. Let's just pop over to Carabine, see how he's getting on at the moment. Going 20 to 18, so managing to hold positive. I believe Carabine is driving the tank, but I'm not too sure on that, to be honest. Looks like a pretty close game here, guys. Not the closest of games, but definitely closer than what we've been seeing from SWAT team over the past few hours. But we've definitely seen a good effort by both teams, and I think once SWAT team have the opportunity to go away and get a bit more competitive practice, they'll stand a far stronger chance of striking out. Although they have been getting the flag majorities this round, they did it last round as well, which definitely reduced the divide between tickets. But I think we're probably getting into the realms where it's hard for them to come back in the time that they've got left. But some really quick paced rounds, but obviously because it's going to the full 1,000 points, it's running for a bit longer than the 500 point ticket rounds. Just covering Dill Will Kill, see if these guys see him here. He's tight into the... oh, unfortunately going down there. Super Joe, oh no, Obey Snowden. Just covering Echo with his Sublanda 1906 and Hellfire 1911. Good effort on his part at the moment, except he's going 10 to 19, so he needs to step up with his kill death ratio. But good for him, he's on the winning side. But I know Snowden, he's a good player, and again, sometimes people just don't have great rounds. His points, on the other hand, are absolutely brilliant. He's obviously doing a lot as a medic, which is quite important in Battlefield. Super Joe going 31 to 17 there. He's also having a really good round, going 12,000 points plus. Going down to Asylum and Dill Will Kill there, though. Don't know whether that went down quite as he planned it. Just bear with me, guys. Mason's going to tell us in the chat now where we're standing in terms of wins, losses, and teams, and what we've got left. I believe this will be another win for Icon at the end of this round, but Mason will confirm that in the chat, guys. So... bear with me. Alright, just back on J-Rock for a minute here. J-Rock going an astounding 38 to 13. Good effort on his part, but Carlos putting an end to his little kill streak. Just going on to the Fat Penguin, Scumbag Dipper, 30 to 16. Seeing some really good scores. What I would say about both these communities is they're both incredibly respectful towards other communities, and what I'd imagine is Icon will give them a few tips, a few points on how they can perhaps better perform. I know they did this when I started up a competitive team back in 2014, and Botanist Prime has helped a lot of communities get off the ground, especially on the competitive scene. So you know, if that sounds like something that would help you out, I'm sure Botanist doesn't mind you getting in touch with him. Covering Cray St. Mary at the moment. As he moves across into Echo, looks like he's got a lot of contacts between him and Echo here, so he's got a lot of work on his hands. Infantry Vanguard looks to be out just the far side of this ruined building. Hennessy also there. I don't think he's seen Hennessy's seen him, so he might just get away with this, but oh, he pushed right up there. You guys can see what I mean about Grey St. Mare being an aggressive squad leader. He gets right up amongst them. He doesn't tend to mess around. He's just been revived, so it'll be interesting to see what he can do now that his team's caught up with him a little bit. The guy usually runs with a couple of medics behind him, which is very sensible. But definitely he needs to pick up his game a little bit though. He's running negative, but his points are absolutely amazing. 16,000, that's just brilliant. Really good effort, dude. Alright, so he's still covering quite nicely. Just got killed there, unfortunately, and it looks like we're just about to wrap up the second map. So congratulations to Icon for another win this evening. That's a good effort by them. Guys, if you're looking to follow more competitive Battlefield, then head over to hardcoreleague.co or follow me, KLW Hitman Pike Esports Shoutcaster, on Facebook. Just search KLW Hitman Pike Esports Shoutcaster. Give me a follow, guys, because we do weekly live shoutcasts from the games that we host through Hardcore League. Quite a lot of new communities getting involved now. This is really taking off. Gamers.com also getting heavily involved with us, so we appreciate their input. Give them a check out on Twitter, guys. The Twitter address is in the bottom right hand side corner of the screen. And I think that's a wrap pretty much for this round at least. Sorry, it's gonna be it's a very close round. And it does go to the British Empire, it does go to Icon, so congratulations to them. So just check the chat just to see where that lands us in terms of the grand scheme of things. And I'm just going to rest my voice for 2 minutes, but thanks for joining us, guys. Alright guys, just going through the loading screen now, and we should be finding out whether we'll be going ahead with another round. Looks like the chat's pretty lit up there, guys, so if you've just jumped in, thanks for joining us. I'm KLW Hitman Pike Esports Shoutcaster with Hardcore League. Currently just about to hit 5 hours of shoutcasting straight. My voice is absolutely wrecked. Don't know how great I'm going to be for this next round. Seeing a lot of GGs out there, guys, which is good to see. I always like to see GGs. Oh, I've just seen your comment in the Go Boost Pike there, buddy. Yeah, Hardcore League isn't actually a competitive community per se. We're more of a competitive outlet. We host the competitive games. So, I mean, I definitely like the idea of putting an all-star team together, though. But they wouldn't be essentially fighting for us because we're not a team as such. We're more of a, I suppose, a company you call it. But um, so yeah. But no, good effort, good idea. Maybe an all-star team wouldn't be. Maybe have like a World Cup or something against another competitive outlet of Battlefield 1. Right, looks like the teams are getting sorted out here, guys, and we'll be underway. Just trying to decide which team's which. Alright guys, bear with me. I'm just going to go for a tinkle and I'll be back to shoutcast this next little bit of the match. Oh, great. Actually, it looks like we're underway. No tinkle for me. Bear with me. Alright guys, looks like we're straight into this. Both teams are off. And I'm just going to go straight into free view here for a minute. Exactly what the plan is. Just get a tactical overview. How cool does that look, guys? How amazing is this game? Alright, seeing movement on both sides of the map. It's going to be interesting to see who uses the vehicles and gets up to the objectives quickly. Sean Gunn sniper up in the bomber, putting some quite effective fire down on Alpha, but I don't think anything hit its target there. Bear Claw in the up in the kill feed there, getting a good free kill with the limpet. So in the red corner on the British side, guys, we have Strike Team 6, and in the blue corner we have, who do we have? We have Icon. You guys have to forgive me, I'm definitely slowing down now. Coming up to 5 hours of straight shoutcasting, so we'll hit that point, I'm afraid, with no break. In fact, I should probably apply for some kind of like slavery. I don't know what I'm trying to say anymore. Right, get back to the game. Okay, Grey Saint Mer covering Bravo. Scumbag Dipper just managing to hold out there, but unfortunately going down. Fire Dragon, like some chicken. These guys doing a very good job of locking down on Bravo, but taking a lot of fire from Hennessy out in the heavy tank. Legislide as well out on the covering the infantry side of things. Alright, let's go and see how things are panning out over at Delta. Things between red and blue seem to be hopping up, with blue taking a bit of an advantage there. Blue on two different positions to fire from, which is causing a bit of an issue for red. Live wire, tanking it in a light skin vehicle. I don't know what his plan is or where he's headed. Looks like these guys are going to settle on clearing Echo out. Cambo off in the building over there, so yeah. Okay, Livewire's just managed to effectively deal with those guys. At the moment, looks like a pretty tight run in terms of tickets. Only 9 tickets distance between the two teams. That's quite good to see. No teams really emerged with much of a points lead, although at the moment Strike Team 6, until they lost Echo, did seem to have a slight lead there. Got Icon here running quite tight as a team, doing really well, getting pushed up on Delta. The advantage, obviously, of watching it from the eye in the sky, guys, is that you can see how the attack forms out on the wider scale. You actually gain a realization for just how close you can get to the enemy without realizing that they're there. Nicely cleared out by Icon on Delta. Looks like these guys haven't got too many more contacts to worry about. Dill will kill, providing a spawn for Carlos, who's now moving in on how about that, and Nemesis. Nemesis going down like an absolute sack of potatoes there. J-Rock coming to his support possibly now. Any medics? Johnny's out there on the game, but Carabine's put an end to his intentions. Not too much going on at the moment. Delta looks to be getting cleared out. Carabine and Redneck, Carlos on their own now. Oh no, they're getting backed up. Oh, what a change in circumstances. Looks like Icon took a little bit too much time taking that objective, and I think they're going to struggle unless someone spawns on Botanist. Just go have a look on the inside here, and Botanist going down to multiple infantry, and even a little bit of a teabag from Funny Man there. Alright, let's just cover Harper's for a minute. Harper's running assault, probably with a Hellregal, I would imagine. Looks like he's got eyes for that armor piece on the far side with those anti-tank grenades. He's going to make use of the bike to get on the flank of the armor piece. Oh, I've lost him. There he is. This is like police camera action. We've got a suspect on I-95. He's just crashed. He's crashed. Alright, Harper's is out, and he's in the building, but not the right part of the building. Will he realise that he needs to go to another part of the building? These guys are just running into the back, streaming in. J-Rock, Bearclaw, Penguin, all struggling to hold the objective there. Harper's just sitting back in the corner. Looks like he's been burnt out because his uniform's all sooty. And at the moment, still not too much of a points divide. Although, again, Icon are in the initial lead, but only by 40 points. So we're seeing some real progress from SWAT team. Those guys need to just hold it together. Oh, some massive artillery hits there from. Oh, is that from the bomber? Yeah. So let's just go up in the bomb. Let's have a look what's going on up here for a minute. Paddy laying down some pain on Sean Gone Sniper. Sean Gone Sniper does have a rear gunner though. There's also another bomber up which could cause Paddy a few issues. Paddy looks to be dealing with that bomber quite proficiently. I think we'll probably see that go down any minute now, really. He's already struggling with control. And looks like, just clipped him there. Paddy just spinning round. Looks like Top Gun. Maverick has dealt with the other plane. And these guys putting a bit of pain down on Alpha, like some chicken. I believe he had quite a good round last round, or she, depending on the sex of said person. Alright, just covering J-Rock for a minute here. J-Rock having a quite a strong round last round as well, going 18-5 at the moment. Good effort on his part. Definitely good to see. Guys, what do you reckon? Tell me in the chat to the game so far. Do you think SWAT have performed well? Do you think Icon have performed well? What about their performance do you think's gone well? What do you think could have gone better? What do you think should be done differently next time? I'm really interested to hear. For those of you interested in getting involved with competitive Battlefield 1, please head over to hardcoreleague.co and get your team signed up today, or sign up as an individual, and that way you can get yourself signed up to one of our many communities that we've got. Alright, covering J-Rock. Again, still not too much going on with him at the moment. He's just put Carabine in the dirt just to get put in the dirt himself. Scumbag Dipper running 13-6. He's doing alright for himself at the moment. Mottled Plane really struggling in this tank. Needs to step away and get some heals on the go. Oh, Mr. Boosh in. Hello, Mr. Boosh, if you're online. Pen Boosh is one of our Hardcore League staff. Does a lot of the background work. Had a bit of a stressful week, so from your Hardcore League buddies, I hope things are getting better, dude. But a bit of competitive Battlefield going on here at the moment. Got Model Plane really struggling in this tank. He needs to do some repairing and quick. I don't understand why he's not. Looks like, oh, no, he's going to scuttle the tank. Or, not too sure what his objective is here. Oh, no, he's going for the repairs, but unfortunately it hasn't come together for him. But still, better luck next time, bud. Again, one thing I would say about Strike Team 6 that I think is holding them back is they don't seem to have set designated people in the armour. That is one thing that Icon do, as these guys have been gaming together for a long time, and they've had a lot of time to develop knowledge about themselves and their other players, and see who's best fitted to what role, and then they've just been finessing that role over the last year and a half. So, for SWAT to come in here, it's a real hard sort of uphill struggle for them. But the fact that they're able to put 24 players up, then massive respect to them, and I can't wait to see what they're able to do in the future. Guys, hopefully we will be tipping that 32 versus 32 cliff anytime now. We should be getting a fairly reasonably sized 32 versus 32 on the go at some point soon. That is basically the objective of Hardcore League, to get that scale of gaming on a regular basis. Not easy, but it's fun and it's doable, and especially with the website hardcoreleague.co and the efforts of the staff, competitive gaming on Battlefield 1 is a realistic prospect. Well, you're watching it now live, so looks like at the moment we're seeing that points divide creep up slowly now, getting in just tipped 100 points. So I do think it's going to be harder now for these guys to come back from this. Guys, if you like what you're seeing, give me a follow on Facebook. I'm not normally saying this tired. It's just because I've been streaming non-stop for the last 5 hours. It's KLW Hitman Pike Esports Shoutcaster on Hardcore League, or you can get me at Hardcore League Facebook. I'm one of the admins on the Facebook page, so if you want to get hold of me, send me a message on there, or speak to any of the other Hardcore League staff via that forum, or use the website hardcoreleague.co. It's that simple, guys. Get your team signed up today. Right, just covering Fat Penguin at the moment as he goes 13-6, moving into Bravo. Good job on his part at the moment. Good effort by him. BCSF Phantom He looks to be hold defending Echo, but looks like he's about to get outnumbered by Blues. I don't know what his plan is going to be. He's going 5 to 10 at the moment, but I think SWAT at Strike Team 6 have got a lot to be proud of to walk away from tonight. A lot of scum well for them. Just the fact that they're able to put 24 members together at once is incredible. So really starting to lose my voice now. So I'm not sure how much longer it's going to last up for, but just bear with me, guys. I'm just going to give my voice a rest for a second. Alright guys, so I just needed to have a glass of water there. My apologies, I'm back now. So, how about that, going 18 to 7 at the moment, providing stag for flanking on Alpha. Guys, if you're wondering what I mean when I mean stag, I'm not sure whether it's the right term, but I'm basically referring to the person who's covering the rest of their squad from the highest position. So often it's a sniper and LMG, but on this occasion it's a medic. So, oh, thanks, Boosh. Appreciate that, buddy. It's yeah, I think we're on 5. We've just tipped 5 hours of straight shoutcasting there, so should be put up for Guinness World Records, really, shouldn't I? But no, it's definitely worth it. I'd love to help you guys out anytime. As I say, guys, give me a follow, give me a like, give me a share on Facebook. I'm trying to get myself out there to as big a Battlefield audience as possible. So I really appreciate your help in sharing me and supporting me. I know Hardcore League definitely appreciates the same. Looks like, how about that, moving up on flanking to support him. 4-7, Southern Chick, all holding tight at Bravo as well. Yeah, real good tight squad formation we're seeing from these guys still. We're at 600 to 430, so they have managed to reduce that divide in points a little bit. You know, whether they're able to keep on top of that flag majority, I don't know, but it's definitely a good effort to see on their part that they're not making this easy for Icon. Icon are a community that can walk into games and just wipe the floor with teams, but despite the fact that they've won all the Marines so far, I do believe that you've given them incredibly sort of hard fought, hard beat to windward, as it were. So just covering Shorgon Sniper at the moment. I've seen this guy bail out of a few healthy bombers, which is something that, you know, it's something you might not be even aware that he's doing, but it really puts your team at a disadvantage. So it's something that's just best to avoid, really. Good hit with the incendiary there on Bravo. Don't think it yielded any kills though for him. I think let's have a look on. Let's just see what the guys up in the sky are doing. Well, we'll just cover Grey there for a minute, actually, if I can find him. If he's not just died. Yeah, I think I just missed him. Oh, let's cover. Let's see here for a minute. Redneck. Ooh, just catching people as they're dying in their masses. Botanist at the moment running pretty tight with his squad. Doing a good job there, though. Johnny. He's on the ground floor, I think, same building as Botanist. And Proteus is up in the Behemoth, taking a lot of hits at the moment. Just a sign of how big the divide's getting, though. H211 on the front gun there. Let's just cover H211. Oh, looks like he's Just waiting for the behemoth to drop over somewhere a bit more tactically advantageous. Oh, almost. Good effort by Top Gun there. Unfortunately, didn't prevail. Didn't result in a kill. And now they're in a good position to hit Delta. Oh, very lucky there. Could have gone down quite easily, but didn't. Managed to hold it together. Well done him. But that was definitely what I think they call a halo jump. Oh, okay. Surely this war must be over. No, I'm just kidding. This is definitely a shoutcast of attrition tonight, guys. But no, it's definitely enjoyable. Good to see these teams playing up so well against each other. I like to think these guys will be getting another rematch again soon, but hopefully this time 32 versus 32. That's right, guys. Battlefield history. This is the largest hardcore league 20 match that we've done so far. 24 versus 24, 48 players in total. Do you know how hard it is to get 48 players across 3 continents and 2 gamer communities together at the same time? Excellent little mine there from one of the icon guys. Everyone seems to be up in the behemoth at the moment. Foggy Tango there, STR 86 there, just about to go down in that tank unless he puts some reps down urgently. Alright, just following Southern Chick for a minute here. She's running even at the moment. Even Stevens. Come on, Southern Chick, pick it up. There's no excuses. We don't want any mediocre just because it's getting into the last bit of the round. Need to get that KDR back up. Running in parallel with Legicides at the moment. Foggy 10 out in the distance. That could be a bit of an issue for them. But they are moving up quite effectively at the moment. Flanking, just covering the air vehicles. Looks like he's just put an air vehicle down out of its misery, and he's then left to concentrate on the behemoth, which is now at 3%. Oh, it's 3/4. Covering Defro 27 at the moment as he moves into Alpha. Going 24-5. Good effort on his part. Why does that say Unu Gaming? For fuck's sake, I've put on the wrong tab. Sorry, guys. There we go. Right, blooming tab on now. Okay, Sean Gone Sniper. He's pulling up, really struggling with his health there on Foxtrot. Needs to get some reps on ASAP. Livewire. We're quite high up in the plane. Good position to drop some bombs. See whether he's going to make them accurate or not. There it is. No kill though. Well guys, we're at the 800 point mark again. I think we're going to struggle to see the other team come back from this. But with only a point deficit of 150 points, SWAT could still come back. They just need to split themselves down into as many small parties as possible and hit as many objectives at once. Just covering Grey St. Mary as he moves in on Charlie. Covering Chase 97 again, 23 to 18. Chase has been having a fantastic couple of rounds here. 24, holding tight on Charlie at the moment, doing a real good job for his team. Like Some Chicken, 14 to 19. Needs to pick up that KDR a little bit, but Like Some Chicken is a good player, pretty strong. So yeah, good to see. 4-7, still rolling at 19 to 8. Good job on his part. Really knows what he's doing in that light tank. Personally, I'm not really much of a light tank fan. I tend to use the new DLC tank or the land ship. But that's just me personally. Alright guys, we're almost 100 points left. Guys, if you've liked what you've seen tonight, head over to hardcoreleague.co or find us on Facebook at Hardcore League or KLW Hitman Pike Esports Shoutcaster. You know, we're always looking for new people to shoutcast to, new audiences, new teams to join our competitive matches. So thank you very much for this evening. It's been a very long night, 5 hours. Well, 5 hours and 10 minutes currently of non-stop shoutcasting. But I've enjoyed every minute of it. It's gone quite quickly, and it's unfortunately these 1,000 ticket rounds seem to last forever compared to the 500 tickets. But no, good effort by both teams. Just still covering 4-7 here at the moment. Just going to go over to Redneck though for a moment. Redneck's just covering with his Russian 1895 going 30 to 15, I think, maybe even higher. I didn't quite get a look there. Carabine, one of their really strong players, going 18 to 21. I've enjoyed covering him over the last couple of weeks as well. Asylum Storm going 20 to 19, just about holding it together. Carlos going 20 to 22. Carlos having a bit of a struggling round here, but he is a good player. Seen him doing incredibly well in previous rounds. So sometimes it just doesn't come together. Guys, we are all available on all platforms. PlayStation 4, PlayStation 4, PC, and Xbox One. So if there's anyone out there and you're not too sure whether we include you, we certainly do. We're looking for as many communities to get involved. As I say, this is for the community, by the community. Lovely kill by Phantom there, as these guys push up on Delta. There guys, as you can see, this has been a 24 versus 24. We do run 12 versus 12s. That is the minimum of what we support for it to be an official ladder match. But we also do 16 versus 16, 20 versus 20, 24 versus 24, and the full 32 versus 32. But we're still not quite there on 32 versus 32. We haven't breached that little bit in history yet, but we will get there. Alright guys, as we tie up the last few points in this round, just like to thank you from myself, KLW Hitman Pike, Esports Shoutcaster. It's been a great evening. Really enjoyed casting to you guys. Your comments have been really funny. I am well and truly pooped now. Sign in tomorrow. We've got loads more matches coming up. Just head over to the website or the Facebook to find information out on them. Make sure you give them a follow. That's really important because it'll keep you up to date with all the matches. We do frequently advertise what's going to be coming up. So that's all part of the Hardcore League promise to communities that get involved with us, is that, you know, we do a lot of advertising via our various forms of social media. Just like to say thank you once more to Gamers Community. Just on the bottom right hand side, guys, you can have a look there at Gamerscom6, our official sponsors for Hardcore League. But well done to both teams. Absolutely fantastic performance, and it looks like that is a wrap pretty much. I vote Hitman for MVP. Yay! Hitman for president. Alright guys, well, look forward to seeing you all soon. To my Hardcore League staff colleagues, I will see you in chat shortly, and the rest of you, thanks for playing. Alright guys, as I say, if you like what you've seen, give me a follow. KLW Hitman Pike, Esports Shoutcaster. Good game. Signing off.